I thank the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development of Malaysia for her statement. Y doy la palabra ahora.
I give the floor now to Her Excellency Marta, the representative for Gender Equality of Colombia.
Muy buenos días.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Chair. On behalf of the Republic of Colombia, I wish to congratulate you and the other members of the Bureau on being elected to steer the work of the 60th session of the CSW. After 20 years of adopting the Beijing Platform of Action and Declaration, and since the adoption of the first meeting since the adoption of the 2030 Agenda, we have been able to make significant progress to help women be empowered and to ensure gender equality. Women currently are building a society that is more fair, inclusive, and which incorporates the role and recognizes the role of women in peace building. We must take this historic opportunity that the 2030 Agenda provides for us. It will be very useful to ensure gender equality and women's empowerment. This is a matter that is under Goal 5 of the SDGs, but it is also a cross-cutting matter and requires full implementation. Agenda 2030 and the Beijing Declaration and Platform of Action are mutually reinforcing and complementary. Therefore, we must always focus on being more ambitious in this respect. Without a doubt, the time now is decisive. We've reached agreement on transforming our economies, our societies, and governments, and are facing complex decisions on what specific actions to take in order to make these transformations for the well-being of all women and girls. First, we must ensure that all women benefit from sustainable development without leaving anyone behind for reasons of gender, age, religion, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or disability. This means that by 2030, all women should be able to exercise their rights equally, including the full exercise of their sexual and reproductive rights to equal opportunities. Thank you very much. And to equal access to resources and to power as well. The role of this commission is key to achieving these goals. It is necessary for us to step up our efforts so that at all levels we might build on what is already in place and to develop innovative ways to use the current institutions and capacities already here and to identify opportunities for generating synergies and avoiding duplication of efforts and the proliferation of new institutional arrangements. Chair, in Colombia, we have set up a high-level interinstitutional commission for effective implementation of the 2030 Agenda and its SDGs. This has participation from various national institutions. It is a flexible commission and is inclusive and sets out national policies for the effective and full implementation of the 2030 Agenda and the SDGs. States should also align themselves and be coherent in their public policies and using tools that are already in existence, such as the Beijing Platform of Action and other tools for implementation of the 2030 Agenda. We have a national public policy for gender, and this addresses women and the comprehensive plan to guarantee specific rights for women and involves the entire Colombian state. This also addresses a life free of violence for women. And this recognizes the specific needs of women, including in terms of education, health, agriculture, information technologies, the economy, in decision-making, and in building peace. Recently, my government adopted its Law 1761, which codifies femicide, and Law 1773, where sentences were increased and the judicial benefits of those perpetrators who use chemical agents have been eliminated. Likewise, we have a public policy addressing rural women in order to help transform this situation and bring them out of rural poverty, and to instill a social dialogue involving both men and women in order for the structural changes to come about to benefit all communities. The speaker's microphone has been cut off.
Lo siento, pero...
I do apologize, but the same rule applies for all. I thank you, Madam, the Senior Advisor to the President on Gender Equality of Colombia, for her words.
And I give the floor now